Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Four news stories. Firstly, Orthodox Church Patriarch Abune Matthias has written a letter to the TPLF. The letter is addressed to both Debretsion Gebremichael and Gita Choreda, reportedly. Secondly, Eritrea today issued a statement about the ceasefire in Gaza. And it supported in its statement the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. Thirdly, Somalia, Kenya tensions. It was being rumored that Somalia has recalled its ambassador to Nairobi. So, what is happening? Any de escalation? Before these three news stories, an update for you, and that is about ban on TikTok in the US, which has come into force today. But Donald Trump, the new US president, who will be the new president after a few hours, just a few minutes ago tweeted that he will allow temporarily the TikTok to operate in the US. But he said that TikTok should be jointly owned by the US and its original owners, so who were Chinese, I think. He said at least 50% of TikTok should be owned by America. And he said that he does not want TikTok to go dark. He wants it to grow, and it will grow if it shares with Americans. Revenue sharing, it means. So, US is now blackmailing, it means TikTok. It means that any application, any website, any platform which operates in the US must be fully or partially owned by US citizens. That's unfair, by the way. Where on YouTube, is YouTube owned by Ethiopians or Pakistanis or others? No. Owners are not from these countries where TikTok is where YouTube is used by the people. But since the US is the center of technological advancements, that is why countries have limited options to counter this blackmailing by the US. Let's see what Trump does. Everyone looking towards Trump. His tomorrow's speech will be crucial. Which big announcements will he make? He's known for big decisions, by the way. He's known for making big decisions. People waiting for his tomorrow's speech. Now it's second story is from Tigray. Abone Matthias, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church Patriarch, has written a letter to the two TPLF leaders, Gita Choreda and Debretsion Gebremichael. The two are leading splinter rival TPLF groups. Despite several attempts for uh, reconciliation, the groups are still involved in a dispute. No solution found so far. Know that Tigray religious leaders, Orthodox Church leaders, also tried to mediate. Military mediated too. Few days ago to Tadase, where they admitted that the mediation has failed to bridge the gaps, to bridge the differences between the two parties. Now, Bune Matthias has written a letter to the two TPLF leaders. What is the Patriarch saying? Patriarch is he's a Tigrayan. Tigrayans respect him. They say that during the war, Bune Matthias condemned the war and he called the war genocide on the people of Tigray, but he was silenced. He was not allowed to speak. Uh, Gregorians generally criticize other archbishops, Bune Brahma, Bune Petros, that they were the ones who fueled the war, who backed the war. But Bune Matthias never supported the war on Tigray. But Tigray, we know, has established a separate Orthodox church. It has established a separate synod. It has not elected a patriarch so far. So gradually, the Tigray Orthodox Church is splitting with the main church, led by Abune Matthias, the Tigrayan Archbishop, Patriarch. Abune Matthias, the Patriarch, urged the two TPLF leaders to address their differences with wisdom and civility, saying the internal divisions in the party are threatening the lives of the people. People of Tigray already suffering. They suffered because of war, because of famine, because of the calamities. And now TPLF's internal divisions are damaging the social bonds, and people are suffering. That is why it's the responsibility of the TPLF leaders to sit and sort out the differences through dialogue, through peaceful approach. Uh, he appealed, by the way. He said, I appeal the two TPLF leaders to address their differences through dialogue. Will this appeal be taken seriously by two TPLF leaders? Well, Abune Matthias does not have any influence in Tigray. He is not now the recognized patriarch of the Orthodox Church. The differences between the two TPLF groups are very deep differences. Extreme position the two sides have taken. It's very difficult for the two to solve their issues just because the patriarch is asking them to resolve their issues. Military tried to mediate, failed. The Orthodox Church tried to mediate, failed. Bonamathis basically wants unification of the two churches. He does not want Tigray Orthodox to split. He visited Tigray last year, I remember, when an archbishop died in Tigray. He participated in the funeral ceremony of that archbishop. He's been trying to convince the Tigray Orthodox Church to join the main church, but Tigray archbishops have been resisting the calls made by Abune Matthias, the patriarch. Let's see what happens. Everyone is asking TPLF leaders to sit and solve the issues, but it seems that they are either unable or they're not interested. They're unable because they've taken extreme positions, and for them, their personal interests matter more than the lives of the people of Tigray. People of Tigray are suffering? Yes, suffering, because when there are two mayors in one city, it means that there is no one to administer the city. This is what is happening in Makale. This is what is happening in Adagarat. You see what's happening in Exom, that schools have made a decision. Tigray Education Bureau is asking the schools to implement court decisions. Court decisions is not being implemented by the schools because they reportedly have the backing of TPL Bersing Group. So this is what happens when there is no administrative control in a region. Thirdly, viewers, Eritrea has issued a statement about the ceasefire in Gaza. Ceasefire took effect today. Hamas today handed over 3 female hostages through the International Committee of Red Cross. Israel is also releasing detained Palestinians. So, good to see the ceasefire being implemented in Gaza. Eritrea welcomed the ceasefire and it reiterated its position about the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. It, into the statement, is Eritrean government urged people to support efforts for the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. And this position is not new, by the way. It's not new. It has been opposition of the Eritrean government for years. It supports the establishment of an independent Palestinian state in the Middle East. Lastly, your Somalia denied recalling its ambassador to Kenya, Adil Omar, Minister of State of Foreign Affairs of Somalia, an hour ago rejected rumors. He said rumors are being spread. Somalia has not recalled its ambassador to Kenya, but Somalia has protested to Kenyan government after Kenya sent a plane to airlift Ahmed Madobe, Juba regional president, from Kismayo to Nairobi. Interestingly, that Kenyan plane had covered its registration number to hide the identity of the plane. But it was spotted, it was confirmed that the Kenyan plane airlifted Jubaland President Madobe from Kismayo to Nairobi. Meanwhile, an Ethiopian flight also landed in Kismayo today. While the federal government of Somalia has imposed a flight ban on Jubaland, flights are still arriving in Jubaland from Ethiopia, from Kenya. Civil flights from Mogadishu to Jubaland have been banned. That is why Somalia's government is angry. It protested to Kenyan government that why did Kenyan government conduct a flight from Nairobi to Kismayo without taking Mogadishu on board. But as I said in the last video, regional presidents in Somali regional states are very powerful. By the way, no live chat today. I have not been feeling well all day today. I have a headache as well. We'll resume live chats in coming days. I'll be traveling tomorrow, but I'll stay in touch with you. If I miss any important information, do share it with me. I might not be able to make videos when I am on the move, but once I get settled, I'll resume making videos. But I'll stay in touch with you, hopefully. Thank you for watching.